Hi, thanks for watching. So from speaking with Chris, it sounds like you guys are staying pretty busy. However, my question is, are you busy with the jobs that you want, or do you just have jobs that are keeping you busy? Now, the reason I ask this is because search engine optimization, or SEO, is something that can be as broad as, say, a net that we cast out to collect everything and anything, all the way down to something that can be laser focused onto a specific individual service or individual location. So let me show you what I mean. What I've done is two different searches, one for lawn care and one for tree care. And I've just taken the top ranking competitor in each of these categories, as well as your own website, and I put them all into this tool that I use. And it shows me all the information that Google finds on your site that it uses to determine your position in search results. And then it rates its strength and trust on a scale of 1 to 100. Now, there are two different factors that Google uses to determine your ranking position. The first is what's called the authority or trust that it has in your site. Now, this is basically a popularity contest because this authority is gained when other domains or websites refer back to yours and then they create a link. And they act as an endorsement that Google uses to build that trust because others are vouching for you. Now, to give you an example, if, say, the local news station did an article on their website that says maybe the top 10 best lawn care companies in Boise, and in that article, the reader could click on a link and it would bring them to your website, that would be considered one backlink from one referring domain. Now, there's a lot of different types of websites that can link back to yours, but some of them are more spammy than others and not trustworthy. So we need to find highly authoritative sites that are also relative to your industry linking back to yours. One very important type is what's called a citation. That's any time that your name, address, and phone number appear in an online directory. Those are like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau. Those are usually always free. It just takes some time to find them, register your business, and then input the information exactly as it's shown in Google. So if we take a quick look at some of your competition here, you actually have more authority or more trust to your entire site, to your main domain, than most of these websites. So then it gets a little bit more complicated and technical, but basically, when you're creating this link from a website, the link targets a specific keyword or a specific page on your website. So you might have a lot of links that are coming back to your homepage or to your generic URL or web address. But if you want to target, say, for instance, if lawn care and spraying for weeds or spraying for pests was one of your best services, so high profit margin, easy to do, fast, you can book a bunch of them, and say we wanted to try to get you more of that specific job, then we would be getting websites to create links specifically to that service page on your website. Or same thing if you said, well, we want to get some more traction in this certain area, so we're trying to get more customers in this town or this city. We would do the same thing, point that link from the website to your location page. So that way it would cause Google to look at that and say, okay, well, they're now getting more authority and more trust and more links to this specific page or this specific service, and that's more relevant to the searching. So when somebody is searching for lawn care or say if it was tree care, Google would see that you have a lot of links coming to that particular service page, so it sees you as more relevant regardless of how much authority that you have on the rest of the site. It's just specifically for that keyword. Now, the second factor for ranking the website is the content on the page. So we have to have a keyword that people can actually search and be found. So these are all the keywords and phrases that are being typed into Google search, as well as the volume, the number of times per month they're being searched. So normally we do a lot of market research to find all the highest volume keywords relative to the services that you offer and in the areas you serve, and make sure that those are prominently displayed on the website in a way that Google can pick them up. Now, just to show you how this works, if, say, pest control Boise is being searched 700 times a month. Right now, if for some reason it's lost, so you're not even ranking for that word, you're not even going to be shown in Google search. But if you were on the first page, 700 people would see your website. Now, we're very conservative, and Google Analytics estimates about 10% of total search volume will become a potential lead to the business to contact you for either more information or to book a job. And then depending on what the closing rate and the conversion percentage is, of that 70%, I don't know how many you'd actually book, but it just shows you how that much volume coming in can lead to some revenue at the end of the month, at the end of the year. And that's just for one keyword phrase. So we would repeat that same process for all the keyword phrases that you want to be found for, whether it's a specific service or a location. Now, there is a formula that Google uses to find these on your site. So if we take a look at it here, as far as the layout is concerned, it's great that you have all the information right up here that people can get in touch with you, find some more information. What I would recommend is the majority of people are searching on a mobile device, so we want to optimize the website to the mobile device. So we want to make this a click to call button, meaning they can push this button and it can instantly start dialing, or at least put the number into the dialer, so all they have to do is hit send. However, as far as Google is concerned, it doesn't care about the layout. It's just a computer, so it's going to come in and count all the words and phrases on the page. It's generally looking for a minimum of about 1,500 words on a home page, because it assumes that the more information you have, the more of an expert you are, and then the more likely it is to recommend you. Now, while it's counting all the words, it's also searching for those keywords, any kind of service that you offer, and then areas you offer it in. However, this is where the number of words on the page really comes into play, because you're only allowed to have one of those keywords for every 150 words of text on the page. So the more words, whether it be a service or a location that you want to be found for in search, means the more content that has to be added to the page. So when things are just listed like this, that they're not showing up organically because there's not enough content to qualify them as a keyword. Now, the same thing if you wanted to do a specific service. If we say we go to this service page, we'd want to be optimizing this with the highest volume keyword as the heading, and then supporting content all about that service, so that way it'll qualify. And then we can get what's called buyer intent keywords. So if it says lawn care in Boise, or say you're trying to rank more in Caldwell, then it would be like lawn care company in Caldwell would be the keyword, and then it would be all about lawn care, so that way you could qualify that keyword. So there are definitely some ways that you can optimize your on-page experience, so that way Google will pick that up and look at you as more of a relevant authority on that specific subject matter, and therefore it'll be more likely to recommend you for that one thing that we're trying to go after. So when it does come to any kind of search results, the first thing that's going to come up regardless is what's called the map pack. This is free to get into. You just need to fill out your Google business profile. It's part of your Google Maps app now, so you can do it right from a smartphone. There are ways to optimize this listing so you can get here into the top 3, which is pretty beneficial because these do get a lot of traffic since they're right at the top of the screen. You want to fill out all the information that you can, your services, hours of operation, location, your 750-word business description should be optimized with some keywords in there as well. Then you want to be taking photos that are geolocated and tagged within your service area and upload those as well as posts on your Google profile on a regular basis. Try to collect as many reviews, and then you want to get as many of those citations, your name, address, and phone number. You want to be listed in more directories than anybody else on this list. So then underneath that, this is what we call the organic search results. This is where the more authority or trust that Google has in your site, the higher up in the list you're going to rank. So this is where getting more of those links or referrals from other websites will help you climb and outrank the competition, whether it's your general homepage or specific services or locations. Then once you are at the top, you'll be getting all that search volume and all that traffic coming to the website, so all those leads coming directly to you for whatever it is you want to be ranking. Now, I hope this information was helpful and shows you how you can scale some of your online presence. I know it was a lot, but I tried to keep it fairly brief, but if you want to go into any further detail or have any questions, please feel free to reach out. We can talk about some of your specific goals, and then I can do some research to find out exactly what it would take for you to reach those. So I appreciate your time and look forward to speaking with you.